what a day. What a day. It is so cold in the streets of London and Surrey and wherever in the UK. One minute it was not so cold, and then the next minute, bam, it just hit me. It's just super, super, super cold. I'm like, damn, like, it's too cold, you know? Firstly, I want to say thank you for everyone that has been engaging with the podcast, following, sharing, even with the Instagram page. I'm really grateful. I'm in a really good mood about it because I've been trying to be as consistent as possible in terms of just posting, engaging, making sure I share the podcast. So it really does mean a lot because my impressions, they be going up 3.9 Spotify impressions. And of course, I want my podcast to be monetized soon, but in God's time, and I'm not even in a rush. So thank you for all the love. I'm always gonna appreciate it because everybody has to start somewhere. So yeah, and I only started this podcast this year, so shout out to me. And I'm proud of myself because I've continued posting and being consistent. There was a drought where I stopped posting for a while, but then now I'm just back, just posting every day, every day, every day because I have to. I have to. But yeah, shout out to y'all and myself because without support, I wouldn't be here. So thank you. Period. I've been watching a new anime. Well, it's not new because it came out in the 90s, but it's Great Teacher Onizuka. I'm sure people have watched it, but I don't know. There's something about the anime I love. Like I'm hooked on it. Although the teacher is 22, he's just moving like a little pedo. The way he's just perving on the girls. Like I don't know what it is. Sometimes with this manga and like anime, they just do way too much, like over sexualizing the girls with their bosoms, panties. It just kind of makes me think, hmm, is everything okay in that department? Because why are we sexualizing s- girls in school uniform? It to me, every time I watch, I'm like, yeah, it's a good anime, but it's like, why are the girls over sexualized? Bearing in mind, the girls in the anime, they're like 14, 15. So, and it's not the first time I've seen that. Like, just some animes, they just over exaggerate, like the girls' bosoms, um, small waist, looking like a real baddie, but that's not the point. Small waist, like I said, big bosoms, like always wearing like knickers. I don't know. It's just it just makes me feel a little bit sometimes just a little bit uncomfortable at just how they do anime sometimes. That's why I really fuck with Ghibli Studios because they just don't overdo it in terms of just presenting the women. That's why I'm like, come on. But then again, I think, are you forgetting? It's men that are designing these women in the shows. It's men. So those creepy men, they just have fetishes, fetish. Yeah, you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not even chair. I'm not gonna do it to myself. But you guys understand what I mean. Like they have weird fetish, and I just think it's odd. So when I was watching, I'm just like, he's 22. These kids are like 14. Like you're just moving weird. Like you're just moving too horny. Like it's the anime is funny, but I just sometimes I'm just like too many sexual references. Why can't we just look at the girls properly? Why do we have to over sexualize it? You know? So yeah, I just thought to just throw that in there because I'm just like, we need to kind of have a little bit composure when we are creating certain things. But hey, it's making people millions. But then again, like I said, this share, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. If you're new here, my name is Sade, the storyteller, aka the baddest, aka I'm good at telling stories. So what now? And I'm a bad bitch, period. So make sure you guys follow and stay tuned because I thought this topic would be really juicy because I've been waiting to talk about this topic. And today I want to discuss sexual discipline because I do believe it is a problem in our society. Hence why I'm going back to my point in terms of like, don't get me wrong, I love Japanese art and stuff like that. It's just sometimes the women in like animes and stuff are just over sexualized. Like, this is going to be TMI, but if you go on Twitter now, yeah, I had to remove Twitter because it was becoming too much, and I just feel like no, this is ridiculous. Before Elon Musk took it, you couldn't even see porn like that. I'm sorry, you would have to search it. Now when I'm scrolling through my feed, it's everywhere. I can't get rid of it. But back to my point, like I forgot what they called hentai, like porn, but like anime style porn. Hey, I had to check it out, y'all. I had to check it out, and I just said this is so wrong. And there's actually people watching it, and it turns them on. Like the girls had big bosoms, but the way Japanese people do it is like they're doing it, but they blur out the private parts of the women and the men. But you know they're doing it, but like the noise that the girls make, ugh. Like even when the girls scream in normal anime, um, like series, like that noise, I have to turn my volume down because I'm just like too much. Y'all are doing too much with all that noise you're making. It's too much. But I just like Twitter is the worst app. I don't even think it's child friendly. It's not cute. It's not keeping it demure, whatever the people say. It's not giving anymore. And I just had to remove it. I don't even use Twitter. I was gonna use it to like promote my podcast, but I just said it's so tainted. Even when I make a new page, I'm still seeing porno. I'm still seeing, yeah, it's just too much. Like I'm just seeing way too much, and I'm just thinking to myself, damn, like I'm just here to just see what the new tea is, and I'm just seeing men and women just doing it. The man is dogging her out. Like I'm not trying to see all of that. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not. Like I'm sorry. It's not even. It's never that deep. Okay, it's never that deep. But like I said, the feed is just too much. Like Elon Musk, you know what you're doing. No, I don't think it should. No, 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 no. Let's go back to the days where it wasn't so easy to see all this porn business online. Like you would have to sign up to Pornhub just to see porn. Do you see what I mean? Now, you don't even need to sign up because if it's not Twitter, it's TikTok. TikTok is an app for kids. And we got people twerking. Like kids used to dance on that app. Like normal people used to dance on that app. Now I be scrolling, I'm seeing girls throwing that ass back. Don't get me wrong, like, ooh, fatty, period. But it's like, there's actually 5 year olds, maybe under, on TikTok, and you guys, you don't think, like, let me make it. Why don't they just think, okay, let me make a TikTok for kids? TikTok just for kids. Because TikTok is not the same, And I'm like, there's actually kids on this app, so why are we throwing it back? How is that even allowed? I've seen crazy stuff. How is that even allowed? It can't be allowed, guys. This is why I just think the world has become so, what's the word? Desensitized, or there's no monetization, right? I say that because like I could have a kid scrolling on Instagram and then they'll see something provocative. And I just think it's not cute. I'm sorry, I'm not here to judge anyone that is in that industry. No, not at all. Do what you need to do to make that baller. Period. But I just think society has become so over sexualized. Like people lack sexual discipline. Like I be seeing people in the comments like, damn, like I'm trying to make you get me like that. Damn, like inappropriate cum for daddy. Huh? What do you mean cu? Have some decorum, have some coof. You're commenting that. Big uncles, by the way, under these girls' videos, twerking. This is how they're commenting. Like, I just feel like at a young age as well, to be exposed to that is crazy. And you can't even get away from it because we have the sexy reds. We have we got Suki. Don't get me wrong, I like a bit of sexy red music, but I actually don't like listen to it quote unquote religiously because the things that she's saying is very degrading for women and I don't think it's cute. Like I'm a hoe, I'm a slut, I'm a this manifestation. I feel like music is chance. Like what you're saying, you become what the song, you become the lyrics. Sorry, you do become the lyrics. And I just feel like there's a lot of songs I don't really listen to. Only when I'm going to and from a location, I'll listen to it. But when I'm actually in my house, I listen to jazz music. Now I've been getting into gospel music because I just feel like you need to change what you listen to. Listen to feel good music. Yeah, it can be feeling good if you want to feel like a bad bee. Yeah, but like A lot of women just rap about what they can do with their body. Oh yeah, I be making these, and I just feel like it's not cute. Like we're raising young girls, young men in society, and then they think, oh yeah, you know what? Let me over sexualize myself because I'll be deemed accepted in society, and that's the harsh reality, and that's the sad part about it is that a lot of people wear less to make more or to get out there more. And it's true, I do believe sex sells because that's just the thing now. Look at Ice Spice, like she's known for shaking her ass. No one's really paying attention to the music. She's just known for shaking her ass. And I just think like, what is going on with society? You know, what is actually happening? Like even there's a documentary, God help us. Epstein, the Nickelodeon. I couldn't even finish the Nickelodeon one. It was making me sick. Sick, 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 sick. Sick. Like so sick. Because the stuff that I'm not even gonna get into like it's crazy to think Nickelodeon used to make sexual references or weird kinks in the show. You got kids watching it, and you as a grown man, you're adding this into the script and doing kinky stuff like toes. Like it was so weird, very, very weird, very uncomfortable. Not it's not given. That's why I'm really scared to raise kids in this generation because well, in the next generation, whatever it is in the next couple of years, we don't know because I just feel like this generation is so tainted. Instead of people turning to God, they turn to somewhere else, you know? And I just think it's really sad as women as well, because people just think shaking ass. It's like you can carry yourself in a better way. Honestly, you can. You can carry yourself better. And I do think like listening to Sexy Red, that it's all well and cute, but like she's not a good role model. Like she showed up to a school, the kids were screaming, ah, sexy. You, as a mother, you didn't think, why the hell am I going to school? My music is not for the kids. Same with Doja Cat. She said, I don't make music for kids. She's letting you know her music's not for the kids. You just allow your kid to listen to that. And sometimes we have to look at parents as well, because I've been seeing a lot of parents allow their kids to be, boy, you know this ass super fat. I ain't lying. What do you mean you miss at 10 years old? You're talking about, boy, you know this ass super fat. What do you mean? That's not even making no sense. You're a kid. Why can't you guys allow kids to be kids? Kids are growing up. Like there's this girl called Tatiana, 18, BBL, lip filler. She don't even look her age. So I'm thinking, how are you gonna look at 30? You know, like things are just so over sexualized in society, even down to what you watch, even down to what you listen to. And I feel like you need to be very mindful of what you listen to and watch. I was listening to this YouTuber, I can't remember his channel, but I feel like everybody needs to listen to him because he was talking about it. Like, you really do need to have self control because a lot of people, when it comes to sexual discipline, they're just moving hungry. And that's one thing I taught myself from early is to actually have sexual discipline. There was a time in my life, like, I think I was probably like 20, 21, no, 19 or 20. I remember abstaining. Yeah, I remember abstaining, but not like when I say abstaining, I was still doing small, small stuff or whatever. Like not even third base, just little sum, okay. But I always made sure like you're not getting any. Yeah, we can do something small to get me by, but you're not getting any because I always knew like sexual discipline is something that I hold very dear. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I had a whole phase, huh? What do you mean a whole phase? Maybe exploring my sexual needs and wants, yeah, because that's just a part of kind of finding yourself in that department, yes. But like to overdo it and sleep with so many people, I could never do it. It was never in me to be that person. So from young, I abstained for like a year until I broke for some man. He did not deserve it. I was so sad and so disappointed in myself. The fact that I allowed this man to just do me and him not even wanting to be with me. I felt like crap. I did. I felt like crap. So when it came to doing other people, I was very picky and cautious who I slept with because I just can't be giving my body to anyone. And I'm happy that I went through a period where I abstained because I feel like you can live without sex, guys. It's not even that hard. sexual discipline, a lot of people need to practice it. Like, the Bible says your body is a temple, and I'm sorry, I stand by it. You cannot be flinging your front to Tom, Dick, and Harry. I don't think it's cute. Like I've always been that person. Like, if my friends want to go through a hoe phase or whatever, I always tell them like, yeah, explore your needs and wants, but don't overdo it and make it so easy for a guy or a woman to just take a piece of you, like move bougie with your body parts. Like everyone, you can't be doing soul exchange with everybody. You could bump into the devil, God forbid, and you feel so lifeless. I've experienced that where when I was doing it with that person, when I was abstaining and I broke it, and after I did it with that person, I felt like crap. I don't know, like my soul, I felt so down. I felt so different. I remember calling my friend and I was telling her like, I feel so, I feel so shit. Like I wanted to cry. Do you see what I mean? Like it made me feel so crap. And from then I always said like if I'm gonna do it with someone, I need to make sure they make me comfortable. And I've never been someone to sleep around. It's just never been in my nature. I just for me personally, I'm not here to judge anyone else, but for me personally, just not within my morals. Like if I'm gonna do it with you, I prefer to just do it with one person because it allows me to become comfortable within myself and comfortable with them and just comfortable in what we're doing in the bedroom. That's the thing. There is boundaries in the bedroom that people are not comfortable with, and I'm someone that is very ugh. I can't do everything with everyone. There's girls that be sucking everybody dick. But me personally, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'm not doing that because I just feel like it's like letting everyone eat your front. Like you're not gonna let everyone do that. And if you do, hey sister, get it how you can, but me personally, no, I can't do that. And I feel like if that's for me, that's sexual discipline because I pick and choose who I give my body to, and I pick and choose how many times, not even how many times I do it, considering I was in a relationship, so I was only doing it with one person. So yeah, but like I just can't even before that, like, yeah, like I said, everyone went through a phase where they were exploring sexually. But you know what's crazy? Even when I was exploring sexually, I wasn't even going to the third base. I only went third base with the person that took my B card. And I stuck with that person. And I never did. It's crazy because I never did it with someone outside of that until probably like maybe a year after. So I've always been someone that, as long as you make me comfortable, okay, we can get down to business. We can get into it. So I feel like this generation, like, we're so finished. Like, I keep on saying, like, no, seriously, we are finished because men and women, we just sexualize each other. And yeah, I can put my hands up and be like, lust is a big thing. Like, when you look at someone, you're thinking, damn, that man's so. Mm, mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I can put my hand out and be like, damn, you know what? Yeah, I'm not even trying to know this nigga through. I'm trying to see what the Johnson's saying though. Not funny though, but I'm being as transparent as possible. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I'm trying to see what it done. But then I'm like, Sharon, remember, these people are I always tell people as well, you're more than just your body. I'm not here to just take your piece and then go out. No, I'll get to know you. That's the thing. Some people are just like, oh no, no, no. I want to see what you can do in the bedroom. That's the first thing they think of is, damn, I wonder what you can do. Even I feel like it's the way you carry yourself and what you talk about. Like with me, when it comes to sexual conversations, like don't get me wrong, I'm really open to talk about it, but I only talk about it with my female friends. When it comes to males, because they're like my brothers, we ain't even. Nah, we're not there. I just feel like there's a boundary there, and plus they'll even stop me and be like, too much TMI. Because when I went out with my friends, me and my cousin was just pushing the boundaries a little bit, and I could tell like they're not those type of people to even talk about their sexual endeavors. So I'm not even gonna push the boundary and even ask them those questions because bearing in mind I've not actually had a conversation with them in regards to their sexual endeavors. And I just feel like I'm not really someone that just asks people about their sexual endeavors unless we're in person and we're already on the topic. But I won't go back, I won't spin the block and go back on that topic because I just feel like, when you talk about sex too much, then they start to view you different. Say, for example, they're like, damn, like, oh yeah, I did this in the bedroom. They're thinking, damn. And then they'll look at you, some people look at you different, be like, damn, I want to see if she can do that with me. And I'm like, I never want people to look at me like I'm some sex doll. That's why sometimes you have to kind of pick and choose who you have these sexual conversations with, because I do believe like if you come across very sexual, oh yeah, that's you, that's your image. You know, that is your image. And I'm good. I have to keep it B. I have to. I did go online and find some points I wanted to share by this person on Medium. I will link the story in my bio because I like to give people credit, period. And then, yeah, so it says, let's dive in. This sexual discipline thing, we men have to learn it. And then it says, this was my response. Number one, sexual discipline is a losing battle when still consuming media, conversations, innuendos, nudity, dirty jokes, following IG, TikTok accounts with half naked image, seductive dance, flirting, compliments. Like, you know what's crazy as well? There's these pop the balloon challenges or these what they call it, 20 versus one person. If you see the way the women carry themselves and the way the men are talking, like I saw this guy called Gucci Third Leg. Yeah, calm as a bitch because that nigga got herpes or he gave people herpes. Yeah, like he must have fingered a girl on one of them, and I just said, no, this is too much. Like, when are we gonna draw the line, people? This is not classy. This is not cute. You as a woman, you showed up with no panties on. Let a man you don't even know from Adam touch you there. First of all, I'm sorry, I'm not here to shame people, but I have to do it. There's no self-respect there. I'm sorry. On YouTube, they had to blur it out. I went on Twitter. The whole video is there. I just said, there's no way. There's no way, no way, no way you let someone do that to you. Like, let's carry ourselves with a little bit more respect. Let's have respect for our bodies. 'Cause remember, people, your body is a temple. You cannot let anybody just touch you like that. Absolutely not. I just said him as a man as well. I don't think it's cute. Like, when men sleep with so many people or when women sleep with so many people, I don't find it cute. That's just with me. It just goes against my morals and values. I just think, you know, being a Christian as well, like I feel like, God did give us sex as a gift, right? But to procreate, but I feel like even at that as well, don't abuse sex. Like so many people abuse it. Me personally, I'm just like, oh no, it's too important and it's too spiritual as well as like it's too deep to just do it with anybody. Like, yeah, you can have a session with someone, but like everybody you're yeah, yeah. Anyway, number two, it says a man must actively change what he consumes with his eyes and ears. Let me say that again. A man must actively change what he consumes with his eyes and ears while intentionally setting boundaries and guardrails. The company he keeps, physical, verbal boundary with women, not his wife. The conversation he gets into, avoiding alone time. So I saw someone say as well, like, oh, if you have a female friend, it's never too late for them to stay because of temptation. I do feel like, you know, you need to be very strong. Like me personally, I'm not like, yeah, I'm not having no male friend stay in the same bed as me. Not saying that I don't have sexual discipline on, or no, 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 no. You're just not gonna stay in the same bed. I just don't get that concept. And I feel like if you have an attraction to someone, why would you put yourself in that predicament anyway? To be in the same bed. So when you guys are touching and bumping there, don't cry and be like, oh, I made a mistake. No, you know what your intentions were when as soon as you entered that bed, as soon as you entered, you knew it was going to be a long day. So, sister, it's all right, Bookie. Do you. Do you. Do you. So, yeah, that was number two. And then number three literally said, like John, a professional athlete can't eat, drink, sleep in, party every week like his pal James in accounting. To have sexual discipline means you can't move like everyone else. Listen to or watch the same things. That's like trying to lose weight and keeping 12 packs of Coke, beer, and week's supply of Hot Pockets and microwave pizza in the fridge. I get that concept. No, it's the same thing. Like, it is the same thing. I just feel like, you know, the saying like you can't compete where you don't compare. I feel like that's the same analogy. But number four, unfollow every first trap IG account. This has to be intentional as the algorithm pushes them into the timeline of young men. With the rise of OnlyFans, many vendors use their IG to, as we in Niger sell their market. Once you see half naked images, seductive poses, unfollow. Now I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, and another thing as well that just went in my head as well, like games nights. I feel like they were very popular in like 2020, 2021. I mean, I did it in my house myself, but like, you know, I can't talk for everybody in that room, but people were kissing. But nothing major like, oh yeah, I dare you to suck breast. I dare you to, because I'm telling you now, I would have never partaken. When I look back, people have done crazy stuff in games night. Like, and me myself, I just think that that never crossed my mind to do it. Regardless if someone said, I dare you to do this, like, are you crazy? Why am I gonna be sucking wood? Someone I don't even know in a games night, like you lots are just moving way too horny. And when I look now, because I'm 24, I just feel like doing a games night at this age as well, I think is pretty whack. I think it's sad. Like, do a proper games night without all the sexual games. Like, yeah, we used to play it, but no one really kind of partook in the sexual acts because it's like, one, you don't know these people from nowhere. Two, it's like you're in front of people. So let's have decorum. Don't get me wrong, when I was young, like all I probably did is just kiss, but that's just kissing. Like anything, anything like beyond kissing, I would never do it in front of people or like, yeah, like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I just think it's not cute at all. Like, you wanna be, I don't want to say this in a rude way, but I feel like you want to present yourself well, especially if you want credibility in life. Like, you actually need to be very mindful of what you consume, how you present yourself, who you hang around with, what you watch. And I do believe what you watch is important. I'm barely on Netflix. I don't really watch any shows on Netflix. Yeah, I'm trying to watch the new Tyler Perry show, but I am refraining from watching it because I find it so degrading. Like so many naked women, stereotypical strip club. The things that I watch is all motivational speakers, and I feel like a lot of people need to actually get their mind right and listen to motivational speakers and motivational YouTube pages. Like why listen to I'm sorry, I have to get onto these stupid podcasts as well. I'm not here to. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I am here. I'm here to actually diss it because it just doesn't make sense. Like, why must you sit on a podcast and just talk about sexual endeavors? Like, or I find it so weird. Like, or talk about someone else's sexual life. It don't even make no sense to me. I just feel like mind the business at page, and I think it's very distasteful. Just sitting on a podcast sometimes, just being like, you can talk about sex, but do it in a way that's not too vulgar because you need to remember your image in itself. As me personally, I'm gonna speak for myself, but I feel like as a woman as well, like I don't want to be perceived as a slut in society. Yeah, you can share your endeavors, but don't share it to the point where you're being like, yeah, I was sucking that man's, uh, uh, I was sucking that man's, like no, don't do it like that. Like, I mean, yeah, don't do it like that. I just think it's very tasteful. Have some decorum. Like some things are meant to be kept to yourself. Like I just feel like there's just a lot of destructive shows, podcasts, music, whatever. There's It's too destructive, and I just think it's whack. Like, yeah, he just made a bunch of lists like songs, music, videos you should cut off, lust, nudity, provocative dances, games that you should not attend, truth, dare, sex games, sitcoms to avoid dirty jokes, innuendos. I need to search out what that means. Casual sex, prime time drama, full frontal nudity, soft porn. Hangouts to turn down if you want to win the battle, especially if previously a slave to Congil's clarion call. You must make extreme sacrifices if you intend to win the battle of lust and temptation while navigating social media, timelines, and the streets. because that is what it is. That is, huh? Because that is what it is. Battle. I hear it. And then the last bit, I don't want to keep on reading, but he said, avoid porn, flee from it, don't give it an inch. That's what he said. And I do believe that, like, I just feel like just be very mindful of how where you put yourself. Like me personally, I don't like it when a man over sexualizes me. And I always say it, like I just think it makes me look at you weird. Like I'm just like, don't over sexualize me, please. Like, yeah, I may be wearing some real cute, like I got big bosoms. So there may be some tops where it just accentuates that and makes it look fat. And guys, all human beings, so people must look at it and be like, damn, like girl, you got some tartars on you, but it's like if you just think of me in a sexual manner, I just find it really distasteful, and I won't want to talk to you because I'm just like, ugh, is this all you see? Once a man or woman has those glasses on, it's going to be very hard to take it off, especially if there's someone that struggles with lust. Like, imagine someone on their religious journey and they're trying to, get rid of all the lustful thoughts, and then one day they just pop. Sorry, and then one day a woman just walks past with the shortest shorts and it just sets them back. I just feel like, and this is one thing I had to kind of come to terms with myself, like, like, oh, wearing more revealing clothes because I want that attention from guys. Yeah, I can put my hands up and say it. I feel like a lot of women or a lot of people can say it with their chest, like they wear certain things for a certain type of attention. And what I'm learning about myself is like, no, I can still be attractive. I can still be beautiful wearing more modest clothes, and that's why I actually like the way I dress. Yeah, I may not be the most feminine girl, but I feel like as long as I'm comfortable, I'm not showing too much, then we ain't got no problem. And that's period. Because I know my body. I be getting some niggas now. But it's not even about that. It's just like you wanna be known for your personality and the type of connection you can give to someone rather than what can that front do or what can your piece do. I feel like that's the worst feeling to have when someone just like sexualize you. And like I said, once you have those glasses on where you start to lust over someone, it can be very hard to take them off. That's why I'm like someone that, yeah, I can have a crush on you and find you nice and stuff, but like I refrain, like I said, from just sexualizing people. I just feel like, what do I get out of it? Because I'm not someone that's gonna sleep around. Okay, if I sleep with this person, what did I gain just using? Not yeah, well, let's call it for what it is. Not using them, but just like I just wanted to see their body and do their body so bad that I felt satisfied. Like, no, 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 no. I need to kind of, I feel like then there's a problem within yourself. So take a step back and be like, okay, if I'm sexualizing people a lot, or if I suffer with, because yes, if I suffer with lust, what can I do to control myself? I feel like a lot of people need to learn composure and stray away from temptation. There's so many things that can heighten your temptation: alcohol, recreational drugs. Well, me personally, we don't do none of that. Alcohol is the one thing I say. Wine makes you feel a little sick, and I feel like wine can make you do, but I'm not going to blame it on the wine, no. But I just feel like, especially if you're someone that lacks sexual discipline, so imagine drinking all of that. You never want to get yourself in a ditch, in a problem where you potentially harm someone in that department. Like, you never want to get yourself in that. So I feel like practicing sexual discipline, you need to start from now. Like, sit yourself down and be like, okay, I have this feeling for women, but not in a good way, just how they can satisfy me sexually. There's something wrong with me. Yes, guys, there's a problem if you're just too sexual. It is a problem. Like, we can't sit here and say it's not a problem. I just think it's really distasteful. And yes, you can pray it off, because let me share something with y'all. When people, well, let me talk about myself. Like, there was a time
where when I was a little bit younger, you know, when you explore your body, like just wet dreams, I would say. And it was getting to a point where it was too much, and I was just like, this is so bad. Like, why do I keep on having this? Is because, yeah, I guess when I was exploring my body, in terms of myself, exploring my body, doing all of that to myself, I liked the feeling, and I guess I kept on doing it. So I remember just praying one time, and I was like, God, I don't want to have none of these type of sexual nothing. I don't want it. I prayed, and I promise you, I slept like a baby, and I don't even have wet dreams. Not at all. I don't have them at all, at all, at all, because it serves me no purpose. And I feel like sometimes you need to do that prayer to help yourself, you know. And yeah, I'm happy I'm sharing that, because you never know, there might be someone out there that is struggling with their sexual temptations. So I feel like you need to look at yourself and be like, okay, what's causing me to feel this way? What can I do to prevent or stop it? I.e., delete social media, unfollow women. If you have to unfollow women, unfollow them. Nothing wrong with that. You're not a loser if you, oh, bro, you ain't following no girl, just man. No, no, no. No one needs to know why you're unfollowing these people. Delete TikTok if you have to. Delete Twitter, guys. Please permanently delete Twitter. Whatever it is, delete it. OnlyFans, whatever, delete it, because just think about the bigger picture. Like I said, there's people that lack sexual discipline. They'll be doing it so much. Like I said, you can cause harm on someone because you didn't know. Like, it's weird to describe, or it's weird to get into, because I don't want to get too deep just in case I trigger anyone. But I feel like you don't know the severities of not having sexual discipline. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble. Like, people are saying young Philly, you know, sexually assaulted a girl or potentially R-word her. There's this boxer, Connor, whatever his name is, yeah. And he's getting accused of, was it sexually assaulting a girl or raping a girl? And there's so many people in the comments saying he does not have sexual discipline. He lacks sexual discipline. Do you see the things it can get you into? Like, people don't understand the severity of having sexual discipline, especially these people with power as well. Like, but just because you have status, they think they can do anything to you. No, your body, your rules. It's not my body and that person gets to do whatever with my body. No, God forbid it, I rebuke it. Don't even, no. It's your body. Your body is a temple, and I feel like you must respect your body. You must respect your mind. Let's even say your mind is a temple as well. Your mind is so powerful, honestly. So you need to respect your mind, body, and soul, because it's all one. And I do feel like even when you have those wet dreams, you can feel it. There's things called sexual demons. Spiritual, you can genuinely feel it. A lot of people say they had to pray off a sexual demon. Like, some people, when they sleep and when they have wet dreams, they feel it. And when you start feeling it, that's not a good thing. You're doing it with a spirit. And I feel like it's actually deeper than what I'm saying. Like, guys, you can battle with it spiritually, mentally, and physically, y'all. So try to learn sexual discipline just to avoid any problems for yourself, and just, you never want to hurt someone because of you couldn't control yourself. And I never want people to be in predicaments like that, you know. So yeah, I just thought to share, because I do believe it is an important topic. We should teach our kids from young sexual discipline, even down to the word no. If someone says no, no is no. People don't understand. No is fucking no. If a girl says no, no. If a man says no, no. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's just females. No, no, no. Men get sexually assaulted too. If a man says no, leave it there. If they say I am uncomfortable, leave it there. Why keep on poking the bear when the bear yams you off? Oh, you're gonna cry wolf. No, that's not how it works. When someone says no, no, respect their boundaries. Remember to always set boundaries. Have boundaries. If your friend wants you to go to a party and you know it's just going to be too much of a temptation, respectfully decline. If they have a problem with it, they were never your friends. Get rid of them. Simple. Always turn to God as well if you need help, because God is there to help you. He's never going to judge you if this is something that you're battling. He's always there to help you. You know, I'm sure there's scriptures in the Bible that refer to, you know, sexual discipline and stuff that will help you. You know, So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I did enjoy recording it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Just remember why you're here. Remember why you're doing the things that you're doing. And you're doing amazing. Period. Until next time. Bye.